Desert Owl Crafting. I'm Christy. Hello everyone. How are you today? I hope you all had a great weekend. Today is Monday, the 14th of August. The month's already half over. It feels like it was just July. It just amazes me how fast the time goes by. How have you all been? I hope you all are doing good. I have not been doing a lot of videos lately because I'm having such a hard time getting to sleep at night. The other night I was up till 4:30, and then in the daytime I'm just so tired I can't even think straight. So I think last night I went to bed at 7:15, 7:30 and got up at 6:30 this morning. Woke up a couple times, but I was lucky enough to get back to sleep. So I feel better today because I got a lot of sleep last night, thankfully. But I've just had the hardest time for like the last 5-6 days when it comes to getting to sleep at night. I hope that this phase ends or is over now, because man, it's been rough, been really rough. I haven't been able to get half the things done that I've wanted to get done, and that's been really frustrating for me. But what I have for you today are some cross-stitch kits from DIY Digital Art. They were kind enough to send me these items for review. But before we start, I'd just like to say hello and thank you to all my subscribers. Welcome to those who are new and haven't subscribed. Please think about subscribing. I hope you like this channel. I thank you so much for watching my videos. And if you like this video, please hit that like button because it does make a huge difference with YouTube pushing the video out there. So I would really, really appreciate that. But so let's get going on this. I have two kits from DIY Digital Art. Let me get them out of the bag. One of them is different, and I found it really interesting. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, we've got to give this one a try. But we're going to start with this other one first. I just call this the tree. Now, this is from that no-name manufacturer. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's take a look at the picture. So that picture's a little blurry. It's a tree by a river with some hills and grass and clouds in the sky. I'll post a picture on the screen so you can see it better. I just thought it was really pretty. I loved the vividness of the colors on this. So in our toolkit, we have the usual in a really nice little baggie with a flower on it. Let's see. So we have our 5 needles in a poofy ball, adjustable thimble, and a threader. Get those back in here. Okay, let's look at the pattern. This is an 11 count. It's a 40 by 70, so it's big. And so it's tall. Let's see, there's the top way up there. See, it's a really long one. Really long one. Now, right off the bat, look at what a mess this is. This is totally blurry. And I'm going to be sending an email to DIY Digital Art and ask them to send me another pattern. Because if I needed to refer back to this because there was something wrong with my printed fabric, I wouldn't be able to do it. Neither would you. That is a mess. That is just unacceptable. Even up here, it's a mess. And in here, they had a big problem with the red. This is just unreadable. This is 40 colors, which is a lot of colors. We'll go ahead and take a look at the rest of the kit and see what the fabric looks like as the print, as well as far as the printing goes. But this is just a mess. Okay, so it's 11 count. There's your product number. There's the size in centimeters along with your gridding. I mean, you could use your gridding to find your spot and you still wouldn't be able to read it. That's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. Let's look at, we got the instruction sheet, which looks like it's just a copy of the Joy Sunday instructions. Let's look at the fabric. Nice serged edges. You know, I've gotten a lot of kits from this company, and this is the first time I think that it's been this bad, this blurry. Now the actual picture itself is not bad. Let's look down here in this bad section. That was, yeah, see, Look at what a mess this is. And you can't even see the lines. It's terrible. But the fabric itself is okay. So as long as you don't have to refer back to the paper pattern, this is completely readable. The symbols are staying in their own squares where they belong. Let's do a measurement on this. I'm going to have to sit this sideways because it's just so long here. Now, I've got things all over. Give me just a second. Let me get my measuring tape. I'll be right back. And there it was right next to me the whole time. So let's look at the measurement on this. Okay, I'm measuring the actual picture, not the canvas itself. And it is 25 inches tall. And about 13¼ inches wide. And then the pattern is not as big as the actual picture is, as you can see. But that's okay. The pattern is essentially worthless anyway, right? The paper pattern. How sad. That's just such a poor job. But this is really, really pretty. And I think it'll be a really pretty picture when it's completed too. Let's take a look at the floss. We've got the product number and the size on here, so you know this floss belongs with this package, with this picture. We've got some hanks here. This one is 939, dark blue. And this is such a pretty green. This must be for those hills. And it is 905. What a gorgeous green. Love that color. Let's look at the rest of it. I'm so excited my sewing machine gets delivered today. Okay, and then I'll have some different things to show y'all. Let's look at this floss. These are really bent up. Actually feels a little bit of dampness, and I know that wasn't from here. Look at how pretty these colors are. My goodness. This purple is 38.37. Then there's a blue and this teal. I love this, 38.42, and then a gold. Oh my goodness sakes, those are so pretty. Nice soft floss. These are jewel tone colors. They're so gorgeous. So we've got some beautiful blues, some fuchsia, purples, some greens, and golds. And then on this side, we have more greens and some pinks. Absolutely beautiful colors for this. This picture will just be stunning, I think, when it's completed, because these colors are just beautiful. I just like the picture. To me, the picture of the tree by the stream with the green hills and the sky, it just was so peaceful. Just so peaceful. So that's this one. Now this one was $13.50, and if you've never been to DIY Digital Art, they're an online shop that sells everything to do with diamond painting, paint by number, cross stitch, wax seals. It's one of those stores that has just a plethora of different things with a lot of variety, and their prices aren't bad. I mean, with the exception of that horrible paper pattern, this is a good size kit. You get a lot of floss for $13.50. I think it is a really good deal. It is 147 stitches wide by 276 stitches tall. So it's almost twice as tall as it is wide. But yeah, it's a pretty picture. I really like that, but I just am not happy with that at all, that paper pattern. Now this is something different. And I saw this and I thought immediately, I have to get this. I have to try it and see what it's all about. So now this is the stained glass dragonfly, but what makes it cool is that it's not a picture. It's a tote bag. They have a whole lot of tote bags that you can actually cross stitch now. And they're doing them like they're doing the pillowcases, where it's all open. So you've got your handles already attached. I think this is poor right here. They put the handles right where you're going to have to stitch a background, unless you want to leave it white. And the background on this, I think, is white. We'll take a look at that, because you wouldn't be able to stitch there, would you? This is a very soft, like a felty background with, I would say, a canvas material, but it's a very soft, pliable canvas material. And then here is your lining. Again, the same soft, kind of like a fleecy kind of, maybe. That's almost feels satiny. So you would stitch this and sew it together, and then when you turn it inside out, now these sides would be all turned in because you've sewn it, but that would be the bottom down here. So then you have a big tote bag. See if I can go up it all so you can see it better. So then you have a tote bag, and that would be on the inside too. I'm glad I'm getting my sewing machine. The edges at the top of this are all finished, just like the edges up here. And just do a seam down each side, and you have a beautiful tote bag. And this dragonfly with the stained glass, I think is just beautiful. I'll have the picture up on the screen for you. Now, here's your instructions. They just put it on here. They didn't give you a separate piece. It has 48 colors. So this is just going to be beautiful. The pattern is big, and the pattern is not smeared. Even that red in the middle, you can still see a little bit of the lines there. So this pattern isn't smeared at all. I love the fact that they've got 48 colors. Here's the thing with this blue here, where I said the stitching for the handles is this is all supposed to be done in 5200 white, number 48. I just checked the legend. So you wouldn't need to even stitch this background, because once you rinse this out, it's all going to be this color white anyway, which is the color of the floss. So I just think they could have done a neater job in stitching that. That's really not even straight or square. Look at that one. I like the concept though. I like the concept a lot. Yeah, see how icky that is? I don't know. It's not that I'm a perfectionist. I just think if you spend money on something, they should do it right. So this is the tote bag. We looked at the pattern. You get the toolkit just like in the other kit, with the 5 needles, the thimble, and the threader. Let's look at the colors here. Wow. And when you soak this off, when you're done with it, I mean, I could soak this off separately so that this wouldn't even need to get into the water. I just think it's such a great idea. It's so cute. You should see all the different pictures they have to make tote bags with that you can cross stitch. So here's that 5200 white that would go in this background. 2 hanks of that. And then these colors are just beautiful. They're so rich and vivid, and you've got your pinks and greens and blues. Oh, look over here. There's turquoises and purples and teals. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Look at those. Nice and soft. Now this kit was $15.50, I believe. Which to me is still a good deal. Because even if you said, oh, forget it, I don't like the tote bag, you've got a paper pattern, you've got the floss, You can just make this on your own fabric and you'd have a beautiful picture. I think this dragonfly is gorgeous. Nice floss too. Such pretty, pretty colors. Yeah, I've got an email to write DIY digital art because I just am not happy with the way they stitched this kit or that paper pattern. But I do thank them for sending me these items for review. These handles are nice. They're woven and they're strong. Nothing cheap about that. I just think, I mean, if I wanted to, I could take that all off and just re-sew it and make it nice and straight. And probably once this is all rinsed out, you wouldn't even be able to see how badly stitched those were, but I don't know. It's just, maybe it's just me. Have any of you gotten one of these tote bags that you can cross stitch? If you have, I'd love to know. A lot of confetti. We've got your rivers and your areas of color blocking here. But I think with 48 colors, my goodness, this is just such a pretty picture when you compare. I know that's a little hard to see. That's why I posted it up on the screen. But it's just such a pretty dragonfly little stained glass piece that I just thought it would be beautiful to try. So I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, could you please hit that like button? That would be great. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. I'll be talking to you soon. God bless. Bye.